trying to find the image I want to present. I've tried brand one way and another, but I haven't felt a connection to the imagery that I have produced. I want to welcome you to the Open Road Ministry. The Open Road is a small, spiritual, non-denominational voice of positivity, providing personal development seminars, peace through art workshops, marriage and wedding services, and veterans outreach. We also have this small, little, humble online presence. I take the Open Road, the positive messaging of the ministry, onto the road every year, visiting our nation's smaller, more dispersed communities. My name is Michael, and I'm a disabled veteran. I'm an artist, I'm a photographer, I'm a therapist, and of course, ordained minister. I hold a theoretical orientation of positive psychology, which is a reflection of my desire to build upon our personal strengths, and I believe that well-being, is cultivated. It helps us create more meaningful lives. And I have taken it on myself as my mission to explore personal creativity, spirituality, psychology, and other pathways to personal growth through the creation of unique experiences that enlighten my soul. And the tools that I learn along the way, I hope to be able to share them with others, to share them with you. Some of the things I do, which are unusual and unique in this context, is I attend events like Burning Man, study fields like psychology and theology. I'm seeking insight, basically, into who I am. And I express myself through art, express myself through music, exposing, my personal angels and demons for the world to see, because I share the work, I share my creations. And I try to find a balance and harmony in the world that surrounds me, especially in this time of division. And it's important for you to understand that this has not always been the purpose. Basically, starting fresh or finding your purpose is hard. And each year, each month, each day affords us an opportunity to find our purpose. We are given a new blank canvas waiting for the masterpiece of our lives to unfold. We all seek to find purpose, to explore our path and become something greater than we are. And this reflects our desire to find something, spiritual in life. Purpose is more than just the work we do. It is more than the roles that we assume. It is the desire to understand why we're here and the meaning of our lives. This gives us, it drives us to wake up each morning with intention. And it is the force that keeps us moving forward even when our paths get rough. And we might not recognize this drive, but it is that force that gives us purpose and meaning. A few years ago, I felt completely adrift, unsure of my direction. I was overwhelmed by life's challenges, and when I completed my degree in psychology, I felt completely unfulfilled. There was something that was missing in my life, and during a quiet moment of reflection, I realized that I had been chasing goals that were not aligned with my deeper purpose. So, I hit the road for Burning Man that year, and en route, I made this stop to go gold prospecting. I was at a beautiful trailhead, set up a camp, and decided that I was going to head north, follow the stream. and I walked about 4 hours north of the trailhead, a place where no one knew where I was. And suddenly I felt a sharp pain in my chest, had difficulty breathing, I had confusion, I was unable to move, and I laid there unable to cover myself, from the cold. Basically, I was having a heart attack and I was alone in the wilderness. But as the sun rose, I had enough energy to manage to get help and found myself admitted to the Salt Lake VA. While I was in the hospital, I reflected upon my life, a life filled with civil service, sacrifice, and unfulfilled intent. I basically felt like I was on the wrong path. Following my release, I headed towards Black Rock City, continuing my journey to Burning Man. And I stopped at the Salt Flats. And I sat there and I watched the sunset behind the mountains and the Milky Way fill the sky. And in that moment, I felt a sense of gratitude. I still wasn't sure of my direction. And for a year, I still felt a longing for something, a new purpose. I felt that I was still on the wrong path. So I skipped the Burning Man that year and drove cross country. And yes, I was out trying to find myself. And in doing so, the sights, the emotions, the passion, the love and the peace of my journey, it filled my heart. And one day on that journey, I stopped underneath the redwood trees. I was enjoying a small lunch. It was a very quiet and peaceful moment in nature. Those beautiful trees made me feel alive and connected, one with the world around me. I packed up my lunch and made sure I left no trace and started to continue my journey. And as I started driving down the road, Moby's Wait For Me played.
I'm gonna ask you to look away. I love my hands, but it hurts to pray. The life I have isn't what I'd seen. The sky's not blue and the field's not green. Wait for me.
My friends, finding purpose must be done in small steps. Purpose is not receptive to our desires to rush. We must listen. And on that day, I finally heard the message. In my lifetime, I accumulated many skills and developed tools for personal development. Recent experiences gave me the courage and the desire to share what I have learned with others. It is a reflection of my spiritual growth, my quest to create new positive experiences in life. And to get to this point, I found that the key to finding my purpose was to listen to my heart, to listen to my soul. It starts by asking yourself what brings you joy, what brings meaning to your life, what fulfills your spiritual needs, leaving a positive footprint both for you and those around you. Purpose is often found through service to others, like in the love that we give to family, to our children, to our friends, or the care that we provide to those in need. Simple things can make a world a better place. And as I have learned, one's purpose, it changes as time passes. You do not have to feel the need to figure your life's path out today, as it is, it must be built step by step until the walkway is completed. Each day, each change, each new experience, it helps us find our spiritual paths. While trying to determine my direction, I realized that I must trust in the process, and I did so by finding spiritual purpose in each day through meditation. I listened to that small inner voice and discovered some form of calling. I set aside each day a small bit of time to meditate with intention, listening for guidance. I reflected upon my passions and my gifts, the things that I felt drawn to. And by sharing my talents and my experiences, I inspired those around me. The hardest thing that I had learned is that we must take action. Because if we sit at home waiting, hoping, desiring for change, it does not come. But in small steps such as mentoring, volunteering, and reaching out to someone in need, or studying spiritual text, it can lead to profound clarity and help us listen to that inner voice and define our spiritual purpose. Each year, each month, each day, we are given the perfect opportunities for such renewal. And as you reflect, remember that it doesn't have to be grand or earth-shattering. Simply bringing joy to another person, or being the best person that we can be, or by creating something that helps others, even if it's just a smile acknowledging those less fortunate than us, it can make the world a better place. It can make a world of difference. And I would like to leave you today with the wisdom of Buddha. The Buddha said, "Your purpose in life is to find your purpose and give your whole heart and soul to it." This reminds us that we are here to learn, to grow, and to be the best person, the best people that we can be. Now, in my next video, I'm going to continue this discussion on finding purpose through the lessons of King David. So until then, I'm Reverend Michael, and this is The Open Road. And I'm wishing you love, peace, and happiness.